1, 2, 3, action.
The church that I see is the best church that is out there now.
The church that I see is really cool.
Make sure I don't have anything IT.
The church that I see is going to take over the world.
The church that I see is fun, exciting, and I think heaven here on earth.
The church that I see is one that is radically hospitable, if that's words. Is that words?
The church that I see is very loving and kind and peaceful. Loved and saved. It's just so radical. It has so much stuff and so many people that are just loving and caring.
The church that I see is a church that exists so those who don't know Christ will love Him with all their heart.
The church that I see is an offensive line.
It's like a football team.
It's not confined by borders.
The church that I see is a place where people can be real with each other.
Has lots of loving and caring people.
The church that I see is built on relationship.
Full of love and is like a family.
Is where God's awesome presence is just manifest in everybody every day.
It is a church without endings or limits.
I'd like to see donuts out front.
It's being added to on a regular basis by the Lord.
Chocolate donuts.
Is filled with the Spirit.
I think the Lord would like to see that too.
It's a church where everyone becomes a fully devoted follower of Jesus.
It's going to spur a huge revival.
Is always thinking, how is this going to point back to Jesus?
Is loving and nice.
To be a welcoming place.
You know, just accepts anybody.
Is one that wins souls for Christ.
Has the world's biggest skate park.
The church that I see is God's family brought together by His vision.
It's alive and well.
The church that I see is mastering the process and not the result.
He is like a dancing team.
The church that I see is a church that prays and obeys.
The church that I see is authentic.
Is a bunch of friends, and it's a good time.
The church that I see is a light on a dark path.
The Holy Spirit church that changes lives.
Is a church that makes their faith visible through serving others.
Isn't just thinking about their city.
Is a church that has a worldwide vision.
Would reach a community that is difficult to reach.
Is connected.
It's warm and welcoming and people just feel like they're at home.
Is a church that puts prayer first.
Is full of incredible relationships and loving people.
Feel the power of the Holy Spirit. Be grounded in His Word.
Is a church that worships God.
The church that I see.
The church that I see.
The church that I see.
The church that I see is one.